Salud.
Salud.
Are you videoing or just taking a photo?
Videoing.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, Lord.
There's.
I have done more food videos this weekend than flying videos.
I don't think you posted anything but one picture of it.
Yeah, he made the.
I did a
made
trailer.
trailer.
A trailer, and the first one is a helicopter. The rest of it is food.
Well, if anybody goes away here hungry, it's their own damn.
That's their own goddamn fault.
That's an understatement.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm finally back home. Oh my God, what a weekend. Where do you start? There was so much goddamn food. I brought home probably 7 or 8 pounds of brisket, uncooked. We ate most of it that was there that we cooked. That took like 10 hours to cook. Yeah. Not to mention the chicken wings. Just plain chicken. All the food. I mean, my wife made a freaking huge pot of Mexican soup, which the Canadian loved. Much better show than we all anticipated. We only kind of got rained out on Saturday, the late afternoon. We figured it was going to be raining all day, and it turned out it was great. Thursday and Friday were cold but clear. But, thanks to Chris and Joel and me. But those guys, Chris kept his trigger going. I had to jump Joel's shit because he let the pellets run out while he was out doing other things. And I looked over there and the temperature gauge was at, like 40. And I was like, what the hell, dude? Looking there and all the pellets are gone. So I had to refire that up. And that was on the brisket. So fortunately, that survived. And that brisket turned out great. Everybody was stuffed by the end of the night. And we even did Tony Ties at the end. And I don't know how, but Tony and his Tony Ties make more of a mess than we did with the whole Traeger barbecued chicken, brisket, hot wings, cold wings. He made more of a mess on that than anybody. We were cleaning that table up for days. We had some issues with the electrical blowing circuits. That just is what it is. So, but, we got it all done. We had to throw the Traegers on a generator for a little bit while we tried to figure it out. Keep them going. Traegers were going from Wednesday afternoon until Saturday night. Basically going the whole damn time. The guys did cheese. They did egg. Oh my God, the deviled eggs that Chris made were just to die for. It was ridiculous. And he thought he had an extra batch, which he didn't. And poor Megan didn't get any of the smoked deviled eggs. And, thanks to Megan for bringing it. Thanks to Sherry. She did the little pilots. Sent me a picture of Tony eating my pilots. I was pissed. But, those were so good, Sherry. Thank you so much for making those. I didn't even ask, and she made them. And also, thanks to Joel, he brought a whole truckload of wood, which ended up burning Chris, my wife, Sherry, Tony, me. Everybody got burned because the shit was popping the whole time. I mean, there was a 10 feet round area of wood that had snapped, crack a pop, and would go out and so somebody had to jump up because a pop would go down the backside and burn them. Thanks, Joel, for the wood, even though we bitched and complained about it the whole time. But it did keep us warm. Yeah, we had a stove inside, but we had a little fire pit that I brought up, which kept us all pretty warm. And thanks to Joel's dad, I didn't get his name. He came up. Joel's parents came up and spent the weekend with us. It was great having him up there. I can't thank you guys enough. We cleared, I think, it was about $330 in donations. So that paid for the whole field. I can't thank you guys enough. We didn't have a whole lot of flyers. I think I flew, Rob flew, I know Jack flew, Tony flew, Jay flew, Chris flew a plane. That's what you saw him flying, which got destroyed. Well, Joel flew. It wasn't a huge flying event. It was an eating fest. That's what it was. From the time Chris and Joel decided that they were going to bring up both Traegers, it changed from a fun fly to an eating fest. If anybody went home hungry, which I don't think they did, it was their fault because there was so much food. It was ridiculous. Cindy came home and said, I'm not eating anything. I'm a vegetarian. So thanks for everybody coming up. Hopefully we'll be able to do this again next year. Maybe a little earlier. Maybe towards the end of October. We'll try to do this. But on a side note, happy birthday to Joel. His birthday was in October. And happy birthday to Chris. I think he's turning 45 this year. Yeah, so that was kind of the whole reason we didn't even do a cake or celebrate birthdays or nothing. It was just the chicken wings. The chicken wings were to die for it. I've never tasted anything that good. It was like candy. But happy birthday to you two slugheads. And we'll see you guys next year. And see you at Palooza. And hopefully the TTTIFFBBQFF. And if you don't figure out what that is, you can't come. Because that's the invitation. Oh, and just so you know, we had 14 registered pilots. And most of them flew. Some of them came in, didn't get a chance to fly, but they still came down anyways and supported the event. And I thank all you guys, Rusty, Scott, the gentleman that I can't remember his name that came down with you guys. You guys all came down for the swap meet over there. And a couple other guys came down. Dan came down. Alan Wellington. Stopped in on Thursday. Stopped in and say hi. He was supposed to come back Saturday, but he didn't. So I don't know what the hell his problem was. And he missed out because he missed out on all the food. Thanks all you guys for signing up and padding my numbers.